laser beams. Heroes rise and coming stream, all the worlds collide. From the basement to the sky, arcane hearts will never die. We got it all here, comics, games, and anime, talking every single day. This Grunticidal podcast rules. Flickering screens, VHS glow, time machines where stories flow, galaxy quests and Gundam shows, nerds unite tonight. From the base collide, movies, magic, retro play, geeks and gamers here to stay. This Grunticidal podcast rules. Roll the dice, cast a spell, pop culture, heaven ring the bell. From the stars to a dungeon cell, yeah, we got it all. From the basement to the sky, arcane hearts will never die. We got it all here, comics, games, and anime, talking every single day. This Grunticidal podcast rules. Flickering screens, VHS glow, time machines where stories flow, galaxy quests and Gundam shows, nerds unite tonight. From the base collide, movies, magic, retro play, geeks and gamers here to stay. This Grunticidal podcast rules. Podcast rules. Podcast rules. Rules.
What up, everybody? I'm here with the man, the myth, the legend, Braden. Hello, Braden.
Yeah.
How do you do this fine evening?
Legend, really, Lonnie?
Legend. Like everybody knows your name. The man, the myth, and the legend. So you're all three. You're the trifecta. Don't act like you're surprised. I'm sorry, I'm checking our voices, make sure we're good.
Legend, like everybody.
Perfect. Sounds good. All right, cool. So, we're talking about remakes and slash remasters. Speaking of which, let me change that real fast. Property, episode 9. What's up, Landon? So, what do you have to... Are you a fan of... Okay, so I will get this wrong once or twice. I keep forgetting which one's which. But are you a fan of remakes slash remastered video games? And why?
Yes and no.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, in the sense of if it's a classic game, like my favorite game series, Kingdom Hearts was remastered, and I loved that.
Kingdom Hearts is already remastered? Figures.
My favorite video game of all time, Spyro the Dragon, was remastered, and it was phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's done right, yes. But I've also seen some bad remasters, so...
All right, well, name a bad remaster.
I say bad, but like the original Silent Hill game, I prefer those choppy, blocky graphics to the remastered, better graphics. Like, I think it just has a better feel.
Well, I completely know what you mean by that, because when they remastered Halo 1 into like a little bit more modern graphics, the like Halo 1's graphics are awesome. They're top notch for their time. Very good. seeing it in better graphics. Like you can actually like, which is cool. I actually did it in my like I did like this. Whenever you're playing it, you can hit a button and look at the old graphics, and then it switches between the old graphics and the new graphics. And like seeing the differences and the changes between the old and the new graphics. I'll just be honest. Like I think as far as Halo 1 was concerned, like the old graphics were far better. Like the feel of it was better, the look of it was better to me. I don't know if it was the textures that they changed or what, but it was just really, really strange, really weird. I didn't really like it.
I get that.
Is that kind of what you meant by that?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. I did a little research for this, which is, super unusual, right? I did a little research for this. I was trying to figure out like how many remasters / remakes there were per year since 2015, I think it was. So since 2015, and I don't know if my sources are wrong. It's AI, but from what it looked like, there's 3 per year. 3 to 2 per year since 2015 of remasters. Now here, so 2015, it shows Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain remastered. So there's 3 there. 2016.
That makes sense, yeah.
Final Fantasy 9, Doom remastered, and then Batman Arkham Knight Enhanced 3. So that's 3 that year. What's up, new job? The new remastered Call of Duty have been the same for 5 years. There's really not a point in making them. Just make a new game instead of new Black Ops. I completely agree, new job. That's kind of what I'm getting at with tonight. Let's see. It's literally like every year. So I mean, this could be wrong. I mean, obviously anything could be wrong. 2017, Resident Evil 7 counts as a remake. Near Automata with upgrades. That's 2 that year. And then you have 2018, Shadow of the Colossus, Medieval Remaster, and Spyro, which I do have, so I'm not complaining too much. Spyro Reignited Trilogy, so that's 3 that year. So it's a pattern. If this is correct, which is really interesting to me, it seems like every year there's 2 to 3 remakes or remasters. So why? That's so crazy. That's literally like 3 per year almost.
Good question.
Do they just like call each other and they're like, "Hey, bro, it's your year. What are you doing this year? We can't do another one this year, so this one's on you."
I wonder if it's a thing like once their game has hit like a certain year mark,
Mm-hmm.
they remaster it.
I makes sense, I guess. So here's my overall problem with like remakes and remasters. For one, it's the safe thing to do. It's not
Yeah.
like there's no, I don't know what's the best way to put this. There's not really a lot of danger in it. You're gonna have a large group of people who are like, the older people are gonna be like, "Oh yeah, it's been 15 years since I played this game. I want to play with my kid, but I don't have my old console with my old game, so they're redoing this game, and I'll be able to show my kid to play it, or show my kid what I played when I was a kid, right?" So there's the nostalgia side of things, and then there's the younger people who haven't played it, and they just want to play it because they've heard about it, talked about it, something along those lines, and then they want to play it. So it's very and then there's like I think honestly in the end what it comes down to is I think it's overall laziness. Like it's the easy way to make extra money, and they're afraid to sink money into like something new that no one's tried or no one's done before, or AAA studios. Let's do air quotes here because they don't exist anymore. They can't do anything good. It's very interesting to me.
Yeah. I mean, I I get your point, but I also see it from the point of like take again, I'm gonna keep coming back to it. Spyro, for example.
Hmm.
I played that game on the original PlayStation.
Yeah, me too.
Now, years later, I can play it on my PlayStation 5. Like, I see it from both.
Yeah, I get it. But my problem is this is what I was looking for. Actually, it finally just finished a search I was trying to make a point of. So putting remakes and remasters together. I'm gonna make myself sound like an idiot at one point tonight, because I get remakes and remasters confused. Remasters is retelling of the exact same story with better graphics, right? And then remakes are changing something along the lines, right? Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'd had them put it together, and so this is actually what I was trying to get at, and I wanted to see the difference over the years. So it refined the research, and sorry, this is kind of going live. It took a while to do this for some reason, but it says so 2015 remakes, remasters together and everything. 20 notable through the year. So both of them. That's all consoles, all PCs, everything. And then you have going all the way up. It just continues to grow per year. So they're doing it more and more and more to a dramatic amount. And last year there was 40 to 45 remakes slash remasters. So it started off at 20 around 2015, and now it's over double. That's what I was trying to get at. Like, they're not making anything new anymore. There's nothing new coming out. Most of the number one games these days are like, besides like the quick indie hit, like I think Mega Bonk was really cool, like big right now. But like the quick, like besides the quick indie hit that lasts a very short period of time, you have like the remakes and remasters are being pumped out like crazy, faster and faster and faster than they ever have been, and you don't
Yeah.
have original content coming out anymore. Like I said, I like the nostalgia fact. That's cool. I get it. Um, Overall, I just see it like if they were coming out with, let's say, one or two every so often, like that's one thing. But like they're all these studios are just pumping them out faster and faster as the years go on. Now you could say that's because over the years they have more and more big games that have been
Yeah.
launched and more people are interested in it. 2015. That's 10 years. Or you could say they're just out of ideas and want to do something safe. They're I don't know, man. Like indie games now are like taking over everything. Triple E titles they don't exist anymore. They're not really that good. They're not great. So like you have like the job said, Black Ops are constantly remaking stuff, and they're honestly let's be honest, like Call of Duty's been a remake like every year. So
It is. It's a remake because it's the same game with new skins and new maps.
yeah, I don't know. It's just very interesting. What's up, Pink Frost? Battlefield 6 just came out, I think,
Did
yesterday. So, or
uh
no, it's Friday. It's
over the
Friday.
weekend. Yeah, but
Yeah,
I played it.
yeah. How you played it? How did you like it?
Um, it's a lot sweatier than Call of Duty.
Sweatier, really?
Hmm.
Yeah.
at
But
least from what I've experienced.
definitely, yeah, I think it's very interesting to come across. Like I think it's a pattern, a growing pattern. What was it this year? One of the top three selling games. I think it's. Let's see. I think it's third now. Is the Elder Scrolls Oblivion remake.
Okay.
So it beat out Monster Hunter Wilds, and it had. I think the only one that beat it was Monster Hunter Wilds, and then EA Sports College Football.
Which
So
understandable.
is it a sports game? Yeah, it beat out Call of Duty, Black Ops. It beat out the show. It beat out Elden Ring, Night Rain, that's a DLC, I believe. So nothing surprising there.
Okay.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. So that remake actually, or that's remastered. Sorry, that's a remaster. That one's beaten out of like a lot of big stuff this year. So there's obviously like a bunch of people who enjoy it. I'm just trying to figure out like if they're bothering, like I don't know, if it's taken away from like just regular games that are you could be like enjoying making something new. It's just very interesting to me. And now they have was it Halo will possibly be making their own I don't know if it's going to be a remake or another remaster of the original Halo. So, and they've already got that from the Master Chief Collection. So,
Yeah. So I have another one, not video game related.
mm-hmm.
So taking movies into account.
Yeah, lots of remakes there.
Let's do movies and TV because I'm lumping this all into one thing here. Superman has been remade, not remastered, remade more times than any other superhero.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Like, and every time we get a new Superman, we hear the same story from a different perspective. It's just a remake with a different actor.
Yeah, I mean his that's true. Like so, there was I don't even know all the Supermans. What was the oldest one that you said the other day? You're saying,
So there was George Reeves,
yeah,
Christopher Reeves, Dean Cain, Tom Welling, um, Brandon Routh, Henry
yeah,
Cavill,
yeah, and the
guy
new
from
guy.
Superman and Lois, whatever his name is,
Mm-hmm.
and the newest one.
That's a very good point. The job says I think the sport game yearly remakes are fine, only if you're a huge fan of sports. If you are not, then playing the 2020 to 2025 won't have any difference except for the absurd prices. I agree. So, like, when it comes to sports, like, obviously you want graphical upgrades, some differences between each one, but honestly, what they could do with a sports game, one sports game could last like 5 years maybe, and just update rosters to everything.
So I'm a level with you here, Lonnie. I'm a sports gamer.
I know he is.
Okay?
Is. Yeah.
Everything you just said, 100% accurate.
I thought
Like
you were gonna
literally,
actually argue with me.
no, no. Like the uh, Madden games. They release a new Madden every single year. The only thing they change is the rosters. They could do that in the same game.
hmm I mean, yeah, and they could just do like, gosh, dude, you could even make it like that sounds horrible, but you could do a subscription fee or something instead for the same game, or you could do. There's like 1,000 ways you can do it, but they just keep re-releasing. And the crazy thing is it actually takes them like almost a year to make it, or do they just sit around for 6 months after they're done?
So technically, they wait the year that so Madden 26 will release with the 2026 season,
Mm-hmm.
and vice versa for the show NHL, NBA. They release with the season.
Now my question is like, when they do that with a sports game, do they leave everything the same, use the exact same engine, use the exact same stuff?
Everything
Obviously,
is exactly the same.
well, obviously they do some small tweaks. Like there's obviously some small, tiny little changes they do here and there. Like they can refine it and everything, and then just whenever they hear of all the trades and everything, just type it in. There you go, and then just send it out again for another exactly $70 or $60, whatever the new Madden's going for.
Well, so the perfect example, the NBA 2K games, their rosters are updating weekly. So if there's a trade that happens middle of the season,
Hmm.
it'll immediately, by the next week, that roster move will be made. So they're always updating it.
So why
So
spend the
why
$70?
make a new game when there's just already updating the same game?
Yeah. So why? Yeah, exactly. So why spend the $70 the next year or $60 the next year for the same game? Now, there's been years where there was some leaps. Um, Gosh, I don't even know when they released. I'm not a huge sports gamer, but like I did play a little bit Madden. They had like the career mode, where you can play as like a running back and stuff. That was a pretty
They
big
still do.
release. Yeah, yeah, but that was when it was new. That was a pretty big
That was
release.
2018
Something
ish.
like that, yeah. But it's just crazy to me that like it's people buy it though. People are obviously buying it, and that's the reason why they keep continuing to do it. Like I get it, like, but there's just like talk about like that. I think that's what's made EA so big over the years. Probably is just the sports games, and then copy and paste that crap over and over and over again.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's I wonder how many people work on those games every year. Let me see if I can figure that out. But like you have studios for like you have studios for, let's see, Battlefield 6, right? So that's EA. Let's see if we can figure that out real quick because I was very interesting. Let's see how many. Six. There we go. We'll see here in just a second. All right, so like, yeah, this is very interesting to me actually, because like, it can't be more than like 100 people working on a sports game, like per sports game, obviously.
I mean, I wouldn't think so.
With how like similar they are each time. I'm trying to think if there's like any other franchises that they do the same thing that's not a sports game. Like
I mean, besides your Call of Duties,
yeah,
Battlefield,
yeah, they're coming out what every year almost, or every other year.
Call of Duty every year, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Fortnite. Fortnite is the same game. They just update it.
see that's what I'm talking about. So like obviously that's like a live game. Um,
Hmm.
they could just do that with like Madden and stuff. Like make it a free to play game, live updates, like passes. Um, Sell like the roster changes or something. I don't know. Like, and people can just like play it. And I don't know. That's always baffled me with sports games. Like I love a good Madden game here and there. I mean, right behind me, I got NBA Jam from back in the day. Like, it's just entertaining to me seeing seeing like when we're talking remasters and remakes. So the fact that you brought like sports games up and everything, I feel like that's I wasn't even thinking about that, to be honest with you. So that's hilarious. But Yeah, Halo. That worries me a little bit because it's no one knows anything yet that I believe on what's going on with Halo Studios, which is a travesty in the first place. But nobody knows what's going on if it's going to be a remaster, a remake. I'm guessing it's going to probably be a remaster or a remake, since they've already remastered it. So otherwise, it'd be remaster of a remaster. It's getting a little confusing now, but anyways, it's I'm guessing it's gonna be a remake, which in the end, like, you had like all the people back in the day, they were really good. Like, they did their jobs, they loved their jobs, they worked tons of hours. Um, Back then, like, it was a passion. It was a passion project. It was a passion thing. Good writing, good gameplay, everything. And these days, people struggle to put out a decent story on anything. So, like, somebody doing, and there are like 6 Resident Evils. I think there's 7. Isn't there 7?
7.
Yeah, I think there's 7 Resident Evils. But yeah, just I'm afraid that if they do remake Halo, they're going to destroy it.
Which understandable.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I think people just need to stop buying anything Halo for a while until they get their crap together.
So
I agree, Najab. That's exactly right. I'm a very huge Halo fan, like massive Halo fan. Um, I'm always nostalgic about Halo, but them changing anything or redoing anything is not going to make it better. It's probably going to make it way worse.
Lonnie,
Yeah.
to answer your question, there are 10 core Resident Evil games.
Dang, that's more than I thought.
Resident Evil 0 through 7, Village, and Code Veronica. However, total number of console games, including spin-offs and remakes, sits around 30.
What?
That number rises to 60 when accounting for mobile and pachinko games.
Okay, mobile games. Nobody cares about mobile games.
Yeah, so including spin-offs and remakes, it's about 30.
Okay, how many of that 30 is actually remakes? At least 10 of them?
Research.
Yeah, my internet's running like super slow for some reason on my stuff here. It's having trouble doing anything for me right now.
For the 2002 Resident Evil, 2019 Resident Evil 2 remake, 2020 Resident Evil 3, and 2023 Resident Evil 4 remake. And then, well, 5's technically. The 1996 Resident Evil also received a GameCube remake in 2002.
So
5.
that's not too bad, I guess. Out of 30.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's that's interesting. I didn't even know there was that many Resident Evils, man. I'm not gonna lie.
I haven't played anything since the 4th one.
Hot take here. I'm not a huge Resident Evil fan. Like, I'd rather play, if I'm gonna do something like that, I'll play. I like the movies. The movies are awesome. But I would rather play like Left 4 Dead.
They're coming out with a new one too.
Nice. I'd rather play Left 4 Dead. I'd rather play. I don't know, what was it? Oh, the mall game. Gosh dang it, what was it called? Where you play with a bunch of zombies in the mall. Gosh dang, that's gonna bother the crap. Yeah, that's gonna bother the crap out of me. But yeah, I'd rather play that. Never been a huge Silent Hill fan. Never really cared about it. Alan Wake was good if you're talking horror games. I loved Alan Wake. Dead Rising, yes, Dead Rising is awesome. I liked State of Decay. Yeah, man, I never was a fan of Resident Evil or Silent Hill.
I mean, I played them because they were available, and my uncle is a big gamer, so he always had them at his house, so I
Hmm.
always played them, but like they weren't really my thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Now,
just good.
one game that I do desperately want a remaster of, and the studio has said they will not remaster it, is The Simpsons Hit and Run. I played that game so
I
much.
actually played that a decent amount. Um, sorry, that was wasn't that on Dreamcast?
On Dreamcast, Xbox, PlayStation.
The last Sega console.
Yeah.
Yeah, that yeah, Simpsons Hit and Run. I did play that. I played Crazy Taxi. I played like that kind of stuff. Um,
hmm
that's funny. Oh, good. They're not going to just go out and remake it. Like remakes and remasters don't bother me. I'll just be straightforward with you. It's just the fact that they push them out 5 to 10 years after the game came out. I think it's just a huge annoyance. And then they'll just do the next one, and then the next one within that same time frame. Let the stuff get old first.
I say you have to wait a minimum of 15 years before you can remaster a game.
At least, yes. What about Pokemon? Their whole franchise is about remakes. That's interesting. Um,
Technically, I mean, technically, you look at the first three games, they're the exact same game with a different name.
yeah, yeah. With so red. You're talking about red, white, and no, that's
Red, green, and um,
Pokemon Red, Pokemon. There's white, wasn't there? Or is that later?
that was later. I'm gonna get my nerd card revoked.
um, I know what you're saying because they came out in like trilogies. There's like, but
Yeah,
the difference is though is you had Pokemon in each type that were different from the other ones. So that
yeah,
actually, I'm not gonna lie, that actually was kind of bad of the bone because like unless you bought all three cartridges, you didn't have the whole collection. Super smart
yeah.
marketing, super smart way to put it together. Technically the same game, each one, but you didn't have the full deck of everything. So I'm actually not even mad about that. I think that's actually pretty good marketing, and the fact that you could trade and stuff was really sick. So your friends would be like, "Yeah, I have this like level 4,000 whatever trash bag Pokemon." You could trade them for like your Raichu or whatever. I don't know, man. I thought that was really good marketing, really well done. I played, I think it was Red, Blue, and
That's gonna fuck me now.
it's Red, Blue. Was it Yellow? No, primaries. Maybe it wasn't three the first one. Maybe it was just Red and Blue. Anyways, yeah, the Pokemon thing's interesting. So, what?
Red, blue, and green.
It was green. Okay, wow.
I knew it was red and green. I couldn't remember if it was blue or yellow, but
Yeah. Well, they had gold later. They
yeah,
had black and white um, remakes. I'm trying to think. Like, is there actually like a Pokemon remake though? Like, besides the fact that they're copies, kind of.
I don't think so. I think they're all different games.
Well, what was the Stadium one? Did they ever remake that one? The Pokemon Stadium.
I don't know.
Could have swore I seen. There's like a Pokemon Arena, Pokemon Stadium. Yes. Okay. That makes sense. There's Stadium 2. Okay, there, that's what he's talking about. Yeah, there's a Stadium 2. I thought there was, like, I was thinking of the Pokemon catalog, and I thought that might have been the best chance that they had an actual remake. Yeah, so, Stadium. I remember the stadium, first Stadium one coming out because you see, like, two guys battling it out and selecting their Pokemon and throwing the Pokemon in this huge stadium. And then I remember a more modern version later, and I was like, oh, yeah, that makes sense.
hmm
So, That's interesting. um, I don't know. For overall, like I think, let a game almost die before you remake it. You know what I mean? Like, let it get to the point where people are like, "Oh my gosh, they're actually doing a remake of that." Like, that's a really old game. Like, let it let it look like there's going to be an actual generational jump in graphics before you touch a game. I think it's simple as that.
That's fair.
Like,
Yeah.
and what is the point of a remake? Because like you can do a remaster. You could do so Halo they did too soon, Master Chief Collection. And
Agree.
that was like that was 15 years, wasn't it? Let me see here. Yeah. So you have the original Halo came out in 2001. Yep, it's almost exactly 15 years. So, Master Chief Collection was released on Xbox One in 2014, and then Windows came out 2020 or 2019. So, they should have just done the 2019 for everybody. That's almost 20 years. You can have a huge graphical upgrade difference. At that point, the game's kind of a bit of a memory instead of like you're getting almost past that nostalgia point, except for like when you really think about it. And then when they actually announce it, you're like, holy crap, that's awesome. They're actually coming back out with that instead of like a remaster after 5 or 10 years. They should do a Jack and Dexter. That game's mad old and was fun on the PS2. Jack and Dexter that was a classic game. That was actually a really good game. I would rather
if we're
than
on that. I want a Sly Cooper
Sly Cooper.
remaster,
Yeah.
like a good one.
Mm-hmm. Jack and Dexter was a lot of fun. I played a lot of Jack and Dexter back in the day. They had instead of doing a remaster though, I wish they would do like just a new game, man. Jack and Dexter is a classic game. That was like it's a lot of fun, very well made. The characters were great. What's the other one like Jack and Dexter? It was not Banjo and Kazooie. It's a different one.
That was a good game too, though.
Yeah.
Um,
There's Jack and Dexter, Banjo Kazooie, and there's another dynamic duo game. My nephews would know. They were all really into it. But those games were a lot of fun. Those were really well put. Because like wasn't the last Jack and Dexter like open world and everything?
yes.
Yeah, because I remember they started making it like a bigger and bigger game each time they came out with it.
Yeah.
Heck, Conkers. You ever heard of Conkers?
Ooh, Conkers. Yeah.
Conkers.
Ratchet and Clank.
Ratchet. That's it. Ratchet and Clank. Yep. Ratchet and Clank. So Ratchet and Clank was huge, and those were good games as well. My BioShock. Oh, okay. So I didn't buy it since we're talking about remasters, and I'm the one that's like, well, I don't really know about remasters. I'm the guy saying that right now. I do own the BioShock remaster.
So do I.
Yeah, somebody bought it for me because I'm actually a big fan of BioShock. I did play it. I'll be straightforward honest with you. Couldn't tell any difference. I was like, just recode it and throw it on there. Who cares? That's fine, whatever. But like, they actually didn't play with the graphics much from what I saw.
It was all pretty similar.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Like, I'm awesome with that. Like, I'm down with that. There's nothing wrong with that. If you're gonna redo it and everything, so BioShock was a really, really well put together game though. So like, that game was ahead of its time in graphics. Dude, the storyline on BioShock, insane. Love the storyline, so good. Dude, I actually enjoyed BioShock 2 more than BioShock 1.
Hey,
Playing as the Big Daddy.
let's Yeah, that's fair. I can give you that.
Mm-hmm. Dude, it was nuts.
I mean, did you play all of them?
Yeah, I played Infinite
Yeah,
as well. Infinite was,
I
how do I put this?
but
I think they went too far away from their original design, which is dark, and Infinite was really, it was really bright, colorful, and cool story again. It was an interesting story, but like
yeah,
it's too bright and colorful for a Bioshock. They should make a new Dark Souls. I've never even played Dark Souls once.
I haven't played a single Dark Souls.
Gosh, I haven't played a Bloodborne either. He's named a bunch of
Uh, I,
games I've never played.
I played the demo of Bloodborne.
Did you?
Yeah, it was all right.
Dark Souls I never played,
Um,
never bothered playing. I just I don't know, man. I just never really appealed to me. I was just like, why do I want to play Dark Souls? Like Ninja Gaiden? Dude, Ninja Gaiden 4 is coming out. Huge fan. Huge fan.
saw that.
Yeah, Ninja Gaiden 3 Black was awesome. Super excited about that. Team Ninja. Team Ninja's awesome. Um, hopefully 4. I saw some of the gameplay for just I'll be getting that because that was a big game and I loved that game. Super hard. That game was super difficult. But yeah, I'm excited for Ninja Gaiden as well.
Ooh, speaking of hard games that deserve a remaster, I'm gonna hit you with something really obscure here, Lonnie. I don't even know if you've heard of it.
What up, Blue?
Battletoads.
Dude, Battle. What do you mean you don't know if I haven't heard of it?
I
Battletoads is
don't know.
like the super classic, super classic. It's already had a remaster too.
Has it?
It was on Xbox.
That's why I'm not an Xbox guy.
Yeah, they
Not
had
anymore.
Battletoads on Xbox. There's Battletoads Reloaded or something.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure it was. But yeah, dude, Battletoads is good. Love Battletoads. I played the crap out of Battletoads. You know, it's like if you want to talk like really old obscure games, I always go back. So growing up, we had a Super Nintendo in my van. We took a lot of
Hmm.
long trips on vacation, and me and my two brothers would sit in the back of the van, and we take turns playing the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
That's where I defeated the first Final Fantasy on Nintendo.
Yeah.
That's where I beat. That's where I played the crap out of NBA Jam. That's where I got my love for that game, Brett Hall hockey. But there's one game that always frustrated the crap out of me, but was so much fun to play. It was
Okay.
Home Alone.
Like the
The-
movie Home Alone?
Yeah, Home Alone, the video game. Dude, so you're like Kevin, and you're running around. It was when he was in the hotel, I guess Trump Hotel or whatever.
Oh, it's a
And
Home Alone 2.
yeah, and then you're like, it was really weird because you'd have to go like in and out of all these different rooms, find stuff that you needed, and try to avoid the bad guys, beat the crap out of them, and stuff like that. It was freaking hilarious. Like it was so annoying, but it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
I'm gonna have to hook up my Super Nintendo and find that game somewhere 'cause that sounds amazing.
Dude, it was one of those it was one of those games that like annoyed the freaking crap out of you, but you loved it. Like it was just like, why am I playing this? And you're just like around the next corner, you're like, oh gosh, I found that thing. I'm studying for AP work history to for you. What feudalism is? Super random feudalism. Yeah, like it's yeah. Studying for AP. For you know what feudalism is. Yeah, I mean I know what feudalism is. This is a super random question. But dude, yeah, the Home Alone game, the Ninja Turtles game, the classic, like the 8-bit games, the classic side scrollers.
Hmm.
I do not like modern side scrolling games. Period. Don't like them. Like I think they tried to like. What was that game that just came out and was really popular? There's Cuphead.
Oof,
I never
I miss
played
some
it.
Cuphead.
Never played it. So I'm not going to
It is
knock it.
notorious. It is notoriously one of the most difficult games ever made.
Really?
Yeah.
Cuphead. Freaking. You have. What's the other one? Night Song? Is Silk Night Song or whatever it is? That one just came out with a new one. Side scrollers. Modern side scrollers are just not as good for me.
Okay, so let me ask you this, Lonnie.
Hmm.
Mario started out as a side scroller.
Mm-hmm.
Then they went all open world and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and you could just run around, do whatever. If Mario went back to a side-scrolling game, would you play it?
I would celebrate the return to a side-scrolling game because Mario Galaxy was a travesty,
Yeah.
and so was the one in between Mario Galaxy and what was it, 64? It was awful.
Was that Sunshine?
Yes, that's it. I think you're right, dude.
Super Mario Sunshine?
Sunshine. I heard the Universe R1 was a little bit better. But then you had the new one. Actually, it was pretty good. I played that one.
Mm-hmm.
The one on Switch.
Yes.
That one was actually pretty cool. That was fun. But like the return,
Keeping around for.
yeah, Mario returning to side scrolling would be fine. That would be a good game. Like that's Mario was designed for side scrolling. As long as they actually like kept it like old school, do your jumps and everything, do your normal. I think it would be a lot of fun. So the daughter and I, we played a lot of It Takes Two, which is an
Mm-hmm.
amazing game. And then they came out Split Fiction, and each one of those games they have their own versions of side scrollers in it, and they're fantastic, really good. They're really well designed, really well made. It's not impossible to make a good one these days, but it's a lot rare, I think.
It's fair.
But anyways, so last remarks. If you could have one game that you want not remastered, but a whole remake of it with changes in it and everything, which game would you do?
Oof. Mm-hmm. It's a very difficult question, Lonnie. Um, just because we got on the topic of it, and the remaster of it was phenomenal, but I want more. Cuphead, but I want a fleshed out version. Like, give me his entire backstory. Don't just throw me into the game.
Okay. I would do one of two games. I would do
Okay.
Brute Force from original Xbox.
Okay.
So around that 20-year time. And then
Yeah.
actually it'd be over. And then I would do Splinter Cell, the original.
Okay.
There's not enough sneaking games anymore. There's no stealth games. Dude, now you want to talk about crazy multiplayer. What is it? Chaos Theory, Splinter Cell. When you had your mercenaries versus your spies.
Yeah.
That game was so far ahead of its time in multiplayer. It was insane. You had Xbox Live. Spies had tools that they could use They were able to sneak around the darkness, use the map to their abilities, and they had to get in and take out all the mercenaries or get to an objective. The mercenaries had to protect them with guns, and they're just regular dudes, right?
Yeah.
The spies were able to shoot the mercenaries with one of their abilities to where they can listen to their comms. So their team had, the close comms. Those two guys talked together, or 3 or 4 guys, and then the spies talked to each other. The spies had this ability to where they could shoot one of the mercenaries, and it hits them, and you can hear their comms while they're talking to each other, seeing what they're listening to and what they're seeing, while they're hiding in the darkness. That was sick.
Okay.
That was insanely awesome. Then you had mercenaries had abilities that were pretty crazy too, but it's just you felt like a real spy. You felt like it was a lot of fun, and it was really entertaining.
I like it.
Yeah, really cool. Anyways, it's about that time. It was there's our short podcast for tonight. Thanks for dropping by, everybody in the job, Blue, everybody. We'll be back on Wednesday night for our regular Rocket League stream. If you guys have any ideas for what you want to talk about on the next podcast, just let me know. Say something in chat, or say something in Discord. Peace and chicken grease, and everybody have a wonderful evening.
See ya.
Joystick warriors, pixel dreams, 8-bit battles, laser beams, heroes rise in comic stream, all the worlds collide. From the basement to the sky, arcane hearts will never die. We got it all here. Comics, games, and anime, talking every single day. This grunt societal pod.